if you've been anywhere on the internet within the last year or two, you've heard tons of rumors of a brand new 3D Kirby and a brand new Donkey Kong game, developed by the Odyssey team. And we don't know if it's going to be 2D or 3D yet, but those are the rumors that we've been having for a very long time, and obviously the 3D Kirby was real. Everything about the game's leak was real. It actually turned out to be a real 3D adventure Kirby game for the first time, and it was phenomenal. And we got it in the springtime, but now we're waiting on that second rumor, the Donkey Kong one. Is it going to be a 2D game? Is it going to be a 3D game? Is the Odyssey team actually working on this game? If so, that tells me it's going to be a big 3D one. Well, we have no clue what's going on with this game, and we haven't had any announcement yet. But what if I told you there could very well be an announcement very soon, and maybe even as soon as this year? Let me tell you something that just happened that was super exciting. Before we get started, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date on all things Nintendo and all things Donkey Kong, of course, as we get into these rumors and start speculating if this game is even real or not. Now, like I stated before, these rumors started pouring in right around the same time, which almost leads me to believe that maybe these games were being developed simultaneously, which is very interesting. Now, we already had a 2D Kirby game on the Switch with Kirby Star Allies in the second year of Switch. So, Nintendo obviously needed something new, and HAL Labs developed the 3D Kirby game, the one that I think everyone's going to look back and remember compared to Star Allies. Star Allies was fine, it just was very tried and true to its 2D nature, and we were ready for something new. And we've already kind of had the same situation going on with Donkey Kong. Tropical Freeze is the only Donkey Kong game on the Switch right now, which is a port of the Wii U title, but it's in 2D. So it leads me to believe that we are probably going to be getting a new 3D Donkey Kong adventure game, and maybe that's why it's just taking so long. Now, they could very well do another 2D game. We know the recent 2D games have been outstanding. Tropical Freeze is one of the greatest games, I think, of all time for Nintendo, but in my opinion, how do you improve off of what you did with Tropical Freeze? Seriously, you guys, you could just do more and it will be a great game regardless, but I think they need to take a step into something new, and I think it is going to be a 3D Donkey Kong game, and with all these rumors saying that it's going to be developed by the Odyssey team, that also explains why we still haven't had a new 3D Mario yet. And up until now, it's been nothing but rumors and leaks from different types of various outlets that have all seemed to know of something about this game, which seems like it's definitely happening. It's just a matter of the concrete evidence actually coming out saying that this game is coming. We haven't had that yet. Well, until now, we finally get our first piece of somewhat evidence that Nintendo could be cooking up something from the Donkey Kong franchise. Various outlets have been covering a new trademark that's been updated for Donkey Kong, and it says rather than being a routine extension of an existing trademark, this is a new trademark with updated verbiage pertaining specifically to video games, including quote-unquote downloadable programs for portable and electronic consoles. So obviously this is something new. Now, the only thing I don't understand is how was this trademark not a thing already for Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, since it is on a portable, console. I don't know how that all works, so maybe it's just because it's a new game they need to write this out since Tropical Freeze has already been on the Wii U or something. I don't know, it's not my job to speculate what all that means. I'm just here to share it with you guys, but yeah, it's a patent and they're confirming, something Donkey Kong related coming to, obviously handheld consoles, which is the Nintendo Switch. We don't have a DS anymore, really, so it's not that. But that's very interesting, and it was filed for this year, so maybe there is a chance we get an announcement of this Donkey Kong game sometime this year. There's also lots of stuff coming up that kind of confirms that maybe we're getting some big announcements sometime in July, and let me explain what I mean when I say that. If you've seen some of my last videos, I've talked about how Nintendo is planning the Splatoon tournament and how it has dates on Friday and Saturday throughout the entirety of the month, except for that third week is missing dates, which is very interesting, and lots of leakers have kind of been hinting at announcements and shadow drops of games happening that week, which also leads me to believe that there's going to be some type of presentation that week, which is very interesting. Now, this presentation may not even be a Nintendo Direct, I have no clue, or it could just be a mini Direct, something just to announce some things real quick, but whatever it is, it seems like there's a lot of big information that Nintendo's going to drop that week, because there's still a lot of stuff that we don't know first party wise from Nintendo, and they definitely need to talk about it, and it kind of lines up. We know around the September Direct, we normally get some big announcements for not only that year, of course, because that year is almost over, we get a lot of announcements for the next year, and we don't really have a lot to look forward to next year. We know that Breath of the Wild is coming, well, we hope this this time. Hopefully it doesn't get delayed again, but we know it's coming. So what else is coming with Breath of the Wild next year? Hopefully a new Mario game, but what else? Like, we need to have the announcements, we need to have some information to get us excited, and kind of like a little game plan as to what to expect. And it'd be really cool if they announced this Donkey Kong game there. But of course, I leave it up to you guys. Do you actually think we're going to get a new Donkey Kong very soon? And if so, what is the game going to be like? 2D or 3D? And are we going to get it at holiday this year still with this jam-packed holiday? Or are we going to get it next year? Let me know your thoughts down below, and thank you so much for tuning in. Also, make sure that you join the official Nintendo Land Discord, where you can chat with me about things like this, and maybe even appear in a video with your comment. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one. See you guys.